Hey guys, Stu here with a short video about replacing the belt on your 42-inch time cutter. This is a 42-inch time cutter. This is a different model. This is a different model. There's one other model. They come in stamp deck or fab deck, different engines. They all run the same belt. And this belt has not changed for many, many years. You can zoom in there and see the part number. On this deck, there is a sticker that shows you the belt routing and where the belt should travel. There are some things that can break belts. This belt should, on average, last you 5 to 6 years before friction wears it to death. But there are some other things that will accelerate the life of your belt. Some accelerants would be, the number one cause would be a bad pulley or a bad spindle. When the bearings go in the pulleys or spindles on your deck, they're gonna cause a vibration. The pulley's gonna wobble and it's gonna eat up this belt really, really quickly. So before you replace a belt, you wanna make sure you don't have any bad pulleys because you're gonna be back buying a new belt again. The number two biggest cause would be cutting grass that's just too tall. You're gonna feel your mower struggle to get through the grass and you gotta slow down. If the grass is too big, you gotta go slower or you're gonna put a lot of stress on this and break it quickly. Other than that, there's things like sticks that derail your belt, that scratch your belt, injure your belt, time, dry rot, all those kind of things. We're gonna take one of these mowers out into our service bay. We're gonna pop the belt on and off just to show you how that goes. You ready? Let's go change this. This here is the man Austin. You may have met him in our other videos, and he is a master at everything, but he's exceptionally good at putting a belt on a 42 like this, and he's gonna show you the way. We're gonna use this lift just to improve our camera angle. Of course, if you're at home, you'll probably have to have it flat on the ground. It'll be a little more challenging, but take it away, Austin.
So today, guys, like he was saying, we're gonna do a deck belt on this 42-inch time cutter. First things first, to make your life a little bit easier, you're gonna wanna drop the deck on this unit all the way down to the floor. And just like he said, we're just gonna lift the mower up off the ground just to make it a little bit easier for the viewers and the camera angle. If you do have a way to lift the front of the mower up, it makes it a lot easier to do this belt. But you can do it on the floor. It's just as easy, it's just a little bit tighter, but it's the same. So if you do get it up in the air, you're gonna take this clip off right here. It's the easiest way. You can take this clip and this washer off the end here. This process requires very little tools. You're gonna hold the deck. This deck is very light. You're gonna push up on it, pull this rod out, and the whole deck will drop down nice and flat. Very easy to get to everything. You can see your spindle covers, you can see your spring. You can even check the condition of your belt right here if you wanted to. You're gonna need an 8mm socket to get your spindle covers off. You are going to need a ratchet with a 9/16 socket and a 9/16 wrench, and that will take care of the job. So first things first, we're gonna take these spindle covers off. It's just 3 8mm bolts. So get your spindle cover and you get your bolts. Same thing on the other side. Now that you've got your spindle covers off, you've got your deck where you want it to be, to where you're comfortable, you're gonna wanna take your belt keeper off. It's gonna be your 9/16 socket with ratchet and the 9/16 wrench, which is this bar right here. You don't need to take it all the way off. You just need to loosen the nut just enough to slide the belt out from underneath. So now that you've got it loose, you can kind of move this bar out of the way. If you wanted to, you can take it off if it makes it easier for you having the deck on the ground. So now the best way to do it, because these springs, they're not a very strong spring, so you can just push it and take the belt off. It's very easy. So now that we've got the old belt on, if it were bad, it probably would be off already. So now we're gonna reinstall the belt. And this is a good time to check all your spindles. You know, you just spin them, feel the deck for any vibrations, check all your pulleys, check for any cracks, any rust spots. So now we're gonna reinstall the belt. The best way to do it is there's a sticker right here on the front of the deck that shows you the way the belt's gonna go. Starting from the back is your engine pulley, coming up is your 2 black pulleys, and then your spindles on the right and left side. I always start with the engine clutch first. So I put it on there and then I just pull it straight towards me and I put the belt in between the 2 black pulleys. And then I just grab both belts and you're just gonna open it up and put it to each spindle. And this is gonna be a good time to put your belt keeper back on just to keep it from coming off. Just like that. So now to get it on, you have two options. You can either do it the same way we took it off, which is just pushing this arm, which is probably gonna be the most safest way. So we're gonna do that. And just like that, the belt is back on. It's gonna be a little sloppy because when the deck is down like this, it releases pressure off the spring. But when it's folded up, the best way to do it would probably be to spin the belt onto the pulley. You're gonna take the belt in your left hand. If you're on the left side of the mower, you're gonna put belt coming from the black pulley on the back of the spindle. You're gonna grab it with your right arm and you're just gonna slowly pull it around and guide the front on. Now we're gonna reinstall the black spindle covers back onto the unit with the 8mm. Now that your covers are on, if you have the unit on the floor, you're ready to go. You can pull your deck up, crank it up, test the blades, make sure there's no vibrations, obviously make sure it doesn't fall off, and then go cut your grass and be good to go.